everyone. Now, if the train thought me, God darn it, my cousin, everybody that's okay. Not the train of thought for me. I'm Naya, Janelle Love Respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. You're not in your worthy. Never give up on yourself because a hater. They try to dim your light because you overcame. Hold on 1 second. Still being patient with pain and trauma. Elevate. Don't get discouraged. Love yourself. Yeah, I'm at it. I'm worthy. I almost got distracted by the enemy. But G.O.D. got my back. Yeah, I'm a puppet, but I know how to respect my neighbor. Fall from a hater. Didn't have to pretend. Hater, stay in your lane. Love yourself, don't dim your light. Yeah, you matter, you're worthy. Love yourself. Stop the violence. I'm peace, I bring peace. Gotta go. I'm Naya, Janelle Love Respect, and I am my biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. My content is not for everyone. Today's currently January 11th, 2026. Entertainment purposes only. My content is not for everyone. Now, if the trade don't be God done, it really ain't. No, for real. You've been with the money business or whatever the case may be. When you big single and you decide to talk to someone new and they got a whole new itinerary at the end of the day. No, if the chick told me the first date didn't work out, but the second day at the end of the day, they said I got something better in store for you. Yeah! It's the train of thought for me. You ever try to give someone the benefit of the doubt at the end of the day? The first, I did when it came to their mental health and they train of thought as to, the first itinerary, it didn't work out for all the right reasons. But you ever dated somebody or talked to somebody talking stages and said, you know what, I'm gonna give you a chance. We're gonna go on our little second, third date or whatever the case may be and see how things, prolong or whatever the case may be. No, it's the train of thought for me. You decide to get all nice and all fancy or whatever the case may be just to get out the house or whatever the case may be. It's the train of thought for me. You get to the destination, when they get into the destination, see this food, they looking all good or whatever the case may be. They got a whole new attitude. It's the train of thought for me. When you realize at the end of the day that the instructor is about to instruct you about your life before you see. No, if the train told me I didn't sign up for this one-sided ass conversation. What did you sign me up for, you dumbass? No, the train thought for me. This fool decided to say I wanted to be spontaneous and different or whatever the case may be. Jumping off a what? No, if the train told me I didn't decide to jump off a mountain today. No, if the train told me. I never heard of rope jumping before. This is something new to my, conversation when it comes to common sense. I want to be on the same page. Because I decided to shortchange my life today. No other train go for me. This fool decided to say, why don't you go first? Oh, you're already plotting against me already. We didn't even get to talk long enough at the end of the day. Ain't been a full goddamn yet. Goddamn it, fuck you too. That's the train go for me. So the instructor's like, I'm going to show y'all what to do or whatever the case may be. It's called rope jumping or whatever the case may be. Off the mountain, real nice and high. I wasn't high as the train go for me. Hello, help me. This dumbass at the end of the day said it's simple, easy. Don't be scared. You have so much fun. This is your job profession, son, sir, whoever you are, whoever raised you at the end of the day. I'm pretty sure they taught you proper mannerism and respecting your elders and respecting your neighbor, whatever the case may be. But not today. No, it's a train of thought for me. So this fool decides to say, you know what? Watch me. So you can do it too. Mind you, it's about a 42-story building. Just think about a 42-story building, real high up or whatever the case may be, but it's a mountain. And all you see is this goddamn dummy at the end of the day. Going back and forth. Oh, wait! Oh, it's the train thought for me. I'm just trying to pray them that I don't want to see something that I'm not supposed to see. Please don't hurt yourself. You're the only instructor here, you dummy. It's the train thought for me. This motherfucker made it seem like it was so easy at the end of the day. You know what? I prayed before I left out the house. I prayed this morning when I got up. But you know, my tolerance when it comes to my self control at the end of the day, I ain't trying to lose control. No, it's the train over me. And it's gonna look like a setup at the end of the day because who I'm on a date with. Here's the train over me. This is what happens when you give motherfuckers the benefit of the doubt. The second date, the third date, the first one didn't go at all perfectly, not fine. Here's the train over me, not gonna blow my mind again. No, the train over me. So the instructor decided to say, you know what, you ready? Ready for what? Nah, this idiot gonna go first. This idiot decided to say, you know what, this is what we gonna do today. Took on spontaneous. Listen, where's the picnic that you said you had some food, some snacks, some beverages? I'd rather do that. I ain't trying to give myself a heart attack. It's such for me. Ain't no doctor on site to help me. It's the trick over me. You ever realize you went on a date and didn't tell nobody? That was a lie. You better make sure when you go on dates, you better let somebody know you occupy somebody else's time at the end of the day, because a motherfucker like that would try to shortchange your goddamn vision. Showing up for yourself. It's the train of thought for me. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and this is Peace. Peace and respect your neighbor. Stop the violence. I said what I said. Stop the violence. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Monday, self-love every day. Tuesday, self-control every day. Wednesday, motivation every day. Thursday, don't dim your light. Hold on, did we miss a day, Naya? Peace. Monday, Tuesday, motivate. Oh, yeah. Thursday, we right. Hi, everybody. I'm Peace. Hi, to the genuine ones and all the stages. We into Thursday. Thursday, choose yourself every day. When they overlook you, don't get discouraged. Friday, you matter, you're worthy. Don't dim your light when you fall from the hater. No, for real. You know, because Saturday, you know, haters gonna always trying to dim your light. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because, boomers, never allow the devil or the enemy to discourage you when it comes to having hope within and believing in faith. Sunday, never give up on yourself. You're the blessing to yourself. No, get discouraged. The light within you. Love yourself. Gotta go. Stop the violence. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone, and I say that respectfully. Entertainment purposes only. No, that's what Trey thought for me. You know, growing up or whatever the case may be, everybody's household was so differently. No, that's what Trey thought for me. You have to mind your business within mind your business. You're supposed to be on punishment. It should be no reason why you want a phone, right? No, for real. You know that one guardian at the end of the day that's trying to be very mature when it comes to their household? No, it was right over me. You know that one guardian that say, you know what, it's going to hurt you more than it's going to hurt me before that actually happens at the end of the day. No, the train thought for me. This fool decides to put you on punishment, all because at the end of the day, they felt like it. No, the train told me it wasn't even that serious, but when you know, you know. I ain't set up on your one-side ass conversation. So this fool decided to say, you know what? I'm going to remove all the house phones from out the house. Oh, that was a lot too. It's the train that told me. You know, I don't like you today. And I can't stand these badass kids. No, the train told me. Matter of fact, they had to reroute that and say, you know what? You ain't bad. You're just a little hard-headed. It's the train told me. Yeah, mammy. No, for real. You know, you ain't too far from me at the end of the day being hard-headed, but it's okay. This fool decided to say, I'm going to remove all the house phones from out the house or whatever the case may be. So they thought. They didn't realize that they had so many households just laying around. No, for real. They wanted to see you frown. I ain't going to be bored in this goddamn house being on punishment. Are you stupid, dumb, or retarded? It's the trait they thought for me. The mindset was just truly different. Be respectful now. You know, this fool decides to leave out for a couple of hours. Your dumb ass. You goes to answer the phone while you supposed to be on punishment. And it's not supposed to be a phone in sight and day when you're in the house to cooperate, to operate at the end of the day. You answer the phone for one of your family members like a dumbass. Hello? Hey, baby, you good? Oh, hi. You know when you get on the phone with your favorite aunt or uncle or family member at the end of the day, you know you just forget about being on punishment, let alone being on the phone at the end of the day. Only about to hold on 1 second. Ooh, you forgot to relay the message to the one that's your favorite. I'm not supposed to be on the phone. I wasn't supposed to answer the phone for you, fool. It's a shake over me. Only to realize to hold on 1 second. Someone decides to stop by and make a little stop at the end of the day at your family house. Oh, I spoke to one of your kids at the end of the day. My favorite niece or nephew. Oh, when was this? Today, just before you walked in the door. Oh, for real? Okay. All right. Now your mental health is starting to kick in because you start to realize that hold on 1 second. That motherfucker got a big mouth. It's the train over and you can't even call back. Ah! No, for real, because you don't want to set yourself up for failure because God forbid at the end that you call back and guess who answers the phone? Because you know family members, they do that shit when they go to other family members' houses and you be so surprised. Oh, you over there too? It's the train over. Oops, gotta go. This motherfucker decided to come in the house all princy, nice and shit, and then they smiling. How was your day? It was good. I was playing with my toes and doing my little homework that you told me to do, or whatever the case may be that I didn't have. No, it's a train of thought for me. Oh, you spoke to your aunt and uncle today? Absolutely not. I'm gonna ask you again now. It's a train of thought for me. When you realize how many people you done talk to before you actually talk to the person that's they actually talking about, you start to realize at the end of the day, doctor, I need a doctor. No, because now they trying to figure out how was you able to have a whole conversation with somebody at the end of the day if they took all the phones? You ever got your ass whipped with an extension cord? Or let alone a wire from the goddamn phone that's supposed to be attached to it? And when you know you about to get an ass whoop, you like to be suited up at the end of the day. You have multiple clothes on layers so you won't feel it at the end of the day. But this ass whooping just hit differently. And that's one of the guardians at the end of the day that's very mature and be like, you know what? I ain't trying to hurt you because I ain't trying to catch a case, stupid. No, that's a train, Tony, but you about to catch one now because no, this motherfucker just hurt my feelings. Fuck your feelings. No, the trade don't mean entertainment purposes only. You know, I may not be entertaining to the average person, but that's okay. And my content is not for everyone. Always be yourself with no misintentions. It's currently January 11th, 2026, and it's currently 10:28 p.m., and I'm 12 minutes into this video. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Playing mind manipulation games. Hold on 1 second. Someone truly showing you that your future truly hits different because someone wasn't trying to mislead you with pain, let alone mess up with your mental health. Hold on 1 second. It was an even exchange because someone actually showed you, actually spoke louder than words when it came to not being physical, loving you right now, reminding you what you've been through, your past. That energy is different. Someone truly showing you that your conscience is different. That hold on 1 second. Someone truly showing you it's okay to be emotionally available. Someone's trying to diss you, disrespect you. Hold on 1 second. Who would have knew that someone truly pour into you would be so fruitful? You know, someone sees you, hears you, respects you. They ain't have to dibble and dab with magic to actually meet you halfway. Hold on 1 second, it was in competition. Someone actually showed you that it was okay to be emotionally intelligent at the end of the day, you know, available. You know, because, hold on 1 second, someone truly shows you that you was comfortable. You know, because pointless conversations made you feel like it was wasted time and day. Certain folks wanted to play with your mind game at the end of the day. No, they wanted to project mind games towards you. They wanted to make you feel like, hold on 1 second, motivation is not supposed to be within you. Showing up for yourself because they was projecting insecurity on you, depression, anxiety, PTSD, but that was part of your past when someone had a hand problem, someone misleading you with pain at the end of the day. Only rest to hold on 1 second, you overlooked that at the end of the day. You overlooked that for 1 second. Could this be real? Could this be real? Could this be real when it come to your future? Because hold on 1 second, you was chilling on a love apartment because you said, hold on 1 second, ain't nobody real out here. Only for someone to actually show you actually spoke loud in words they wasn't wearing a mask that mislead you with pain. Hold on 1 second, y'all was on the same page when it came to time and day. Someone praying for that against you. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moment, someone truly showing you at the end of the day, pouring into you wasn't complicated. Someone truly showing you at the end of the day That faith hits different when it comes to, hold on one second, unconditional love. The love your life didn't have to pretend to love you. Hold on one second. Let them respect you, being loyal to you because they wasn't trying to have their cake and eat it too. Let them disrespect you. All you rest to, hold on one second. True love was real. Who would have knew? That someone truly would be loving you. Now ever checked on me. Because when someone prays for you, when you least expect it was a door that was open. It was far from pretending. You thought you was delusional, but who would have knew? Because your past couldn't relate to you. Someone truly showed up for you. It was a chapter in your life when it came to testimony. Someone treating you right the first time around. Who would have knew that you'd be so much thankful? Someone maintaining your smile, let alone fixing your crown when the world's against you, sending the evil lie alone, spoken in a toxic way, because they wanted you to be so dysfunctional when it comes to the love department, not showing up for you. Because they didn't want you to see your worth, that someone could truly love you. But who would have knew that true love was far from a joke when someone truly showed up for you and truly showed you that can invest in your time and day. And that vocabulary is different when it comes to LOVE, not pain. Now, ever checked on me, all be yourself, with no misintentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not a crime to be authentic. I'm far from a hater. I know how to give respect when it's due. No, ever checked on me, are all not the same, and that's okay. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Check you out, don't dim your light. Check you out, don't dim your light. Check you out, don't dim your light. Catch your blessings. Blossom, they would never understand the author, your title. At the end of the day, when it comes to motivation, who would have knew that your life will allow you to see what a change looks like up close in person, the testimony. Hold on one second. Even when folks try to point you in the wrong direction, they didn't see your worth to actually respect you. But who would have knew that you would show up for you to find balance within when it comes to finding peace? Who would have knew at the end of the day that confidence started within authenticity? They would never understand what it took for you to stand before yourself today. Yeah, you're beautiful, you're handsome, regardless who was trying to dim your light when it comes to, hold on one second, not showing up, you let them respecting you. It was chicks and dudes and different tags brackets seeing you the evil lie alone, play was spoken in a toxic way, but God will treat covering you, let them protect you. They would never understand that your reflection hits different when it comes to, hold on one second, better days ahead, calling your energy back every minute, every second on the clock, telling God, hold on one second, please don't dim my light. And God will show you, showing you the light within, hold on one second, the end of the tunnel actually hits different when you got understand the end of the day, you wasn't doing it for the next person besides being your biggest cheerleader. When certain folks didn't understand, hold on one second, your reflection. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime, and I say that respectfully. It's not. And it's not a crime to be authentic. Check you out, check you out, check you out, catching your blessings. Check you out, catching your blessings. They doubted you, they disrespect you. The enemy, hold on one second, wasn't part of your vocabulary. Hold on one second, not overlooking you. Hurting yourself with your own words, becoming your worst enemy. They will never understand the end of the day, your verbs, loving yourself when it comes to your conscience. That motivation is different. It was truly a challenge. Certain chapters in your life, you almost gave up on you, but you stand before yourself the day to be truly woke to understand. Hold on one second, you're going to make certain folks uncomfortable. They got to dibble and dab with magic, spell work, black magic, or whatever the case may be. They try to dim your light, all because you're trying to be in a mindset of understanding change is different. And I ain't talking about your pockets, and I say that respectfully. When you truly paying attention, healing trauma and pain, it wasn't a game at the end of the day to overcome what you've been through, still being patient with time and day when it comes to your reflection, understanding why certain doors is open for all the right reasons. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God had the last say, even when the devil alone, the enemy, try to control the narrative when it came to your life, but God was really pointing a different direction, when God was really protecting your heavenly mother, Father God. You may not pray the same as the average person, but you're far from a hater. They would never understand elevation is different. Not ever change up. Always be yourself. We may not pray the same, but I know how to respect my neighbor. It's not a crime to be authentic, and I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions, and I say that respectfully. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. You ever been minding your business with the minding your business? You ever had that one guardian that tried to be serious in the household? No, it's a trait over me. Only the right to hold on one second. Don't be my ass today. It's a trait over me. Entertainment purposes only. You ever had that one guardian start screaming out loud at the end of the day? Who drank the last of the goddamn juice? Everybody start to look at each other. What juice? And we all drunk, and so what happened? It's the train of thought for me. Then you buy for us to drink? What's the problem? Hello? This fool decided to say, you know what, I ain't even getting no juice. Well, that sounds real personal to you. It's the train of thought for me. And then they gonna start to say at the end of the day, you know what? Since y'all want to drink all the goddamn juice, you drink some goddamn water. Make it saliva, make it sense at the end of the day. No, the train thought me. Why would you do that? Hello? No, the train thought for me. This motherfucker gonna say at the end of the day, you can't think about me. That's a good question. It's the train thought me. We thought you had some dumbass. No, for real. Now you want to debate with us at the end of the day. What time of the day we can drink and we can't drink, or when do we finish the juice, or whatever the case may be. Only you have to hold on 1 second. You don't even drink that juice. So you beefing with us about juice that you don't even like. You ever had that one guardian that just do the most at the end of the day? No other trade told me just to hear they so talk. Shut up! You always want to goddamn yelling shit. Just shut your ass up. No, for real. When you realize at the end of the day the juice that they do in the garbage, aren't you allergic to that? It's the train told me you just wanted to hear yourself talk. Who made you mad on that phone? No, for real. And then when you start to realize who they was on the phone with, I get it. That's why you got an anger management problem now. It's the train told me, oh, be yourself, and it's a purpose only. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone. The fact that they wanted to sweat you, but then talk about you like a habit, like you was truly, hold on 1 second, watching their every move. They wanted to paint you out to be the stalker, trying to confuse the enemy at the end of the day that was trying to project on you, all because you knew how to respect your neighbor. You ever been in a monster and they trying to become your best self, vision of yourself, but someone was in the background trying to ruin your reputation, all because, hold on 1 second, you actually was walking on faith at the end of the day. You walk by faith, not by sight. They would never understand that motivation actually hits different. Even when the devil tried to discourage you, the enemy tried to antagonize you, paint you out to be the fool at the end of the day, but God will still protect you when it comes to your growth. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and just because moments, continue to blossom, butterfly. They would never understand. Hold on 1 second. You was on a different type of level when it come to hold on 1 second. Not getting discouraged by the lies. No, that trade off of me. Because the motherfucker will project on you their insecurity, their jealousy, their envy, or whatever case it be. All because you understood growth. All because you understood maturing. So they got to dibble and dabble, black magic, witchcraft, voodoo, whatever the case may be, to project the case on you. But we in the spiritual world, and how God was truly showing your eye was truly open for all the right reasons when the devil tried to tell so many lies, trying to put you in a mindset, be in a box at the end of the day. But you was far from a prisoner when it come to your reflection. Hold on 1 second. You was far from a number. You actually had a name that God gave you. Hold on 1 second. They would never understand how you stand before yourself today. Because you're mad and you're worthy. They going to try to antagonize you, disrespect you, try to humiliate you, but you stand before yourself today praying to go within. You may not pray the same as the average person, but you fall from a hater being authentic. No, I have to trade me. Oh, you be yourself. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and my content is not for everyone, and that's okay. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. I love to talk about love. I'm Naya, Genio Love Respect, and I'm 23 minutes into this video. It is currently 10:38 p.m.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. I'm in love.
Yeah, and that's right, though, for me. The fact that you was truly in love, invested in someone's time and day. First of all, hold on 1 second, you was far from the lies. You didn't have to pretend to be someone that you truly wasn't. Even when the devil tried to tell so many lies, trying to discourage you when it comes to someone's conversation at the end of the day, because they wanted to blind somebody's attentions when it came to you. They didn't want someone to maintain that person's smile that you actually knew how to pour into, the love of your life, the one that y'all didn't have to pretend. Hold on 1 second. Did I make sense? You ever got stuck in your words? Someone didn't understand you, but the love of your life was still paying attention to you. Regardless if you had a speech problem, you messed up when it come to life at the end of the day. Someone truly had your back. Someone truly still was making love to you in the most healthiest way. Loving you, respecting you. Loyalty went a long way regardless if the devil tried to confuse you. The love of your life didn't have to pretend to show up for you at the end of the day. Hold on 1 second, someone praying for you. The energy is different. Someone bringing you peace into your life Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments, that energy is different. When it comes to motivation, who would have knew that someone truly fell in love with your authenticity? Only rest the hold on 1 second, someone wasn't overlooking you. That fumble was your past, but it wasn't part of your future. Someone truly showing you at the end of the day that God truly allowed you to see that two worlds can come together when it comes to divine timing. Didn't have to do it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame, because you can't buy love. Hold on 1 second. Have a hand problem when it comes to being on the same page. Because when you actually hear somebody when they come to their past or what they've been through, mental abuse, physical abuse, emotional abuse, at the end of the day, you ain't trying to show them what they over. You're not trying to project what they overcame. And I say that respectfully, meaning you're not trying to project on them what they overcame. You're trying to show them at the end of the day it's okay to feel, to let them know at the end of the day you're not trying to bring that chaos and confusion in their life to mislead them. Hold on 1 second. You're trying to be on the same page. When the right person walks into your life, you're not trying to hurt them good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day. And I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person, but that's okay. No, Anthony, trade it off for me. Excuse me.
Love is real, love is one of a kind, with the right one truly for you. Real love is hard to find. Real love is hard to find. Real love is hard to find. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, just because moments.
Who would have knew it began with you? Someone truly showing at the end of the day, someone could truly pour into you. Fall from born at the end of the day when it came to your corny jokes. Who would have knew at the end of the day that someone loves your sense of humor when it comes to your smile? Someone's trying to dim your light when it came to your crown. That maturity is different when you act in your body weight. You almost gave one a love the partner, but you gave someone time and day. Someone walked into your life, they didn't have to preach. Besides love, your most healthiest way not switch up on you. That energy is different when someone brings peace into your life. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments. What was corny to your past, the one that fumbled you, only rest the hold on 1 second. Your future allows you to see why true love can truly last. Because someone sees you, hears you, respects you. Someone's cheering you on good day, bad day, misunderstanding day, even sick days, allowing you to feel why it was an even exchange when it came to exchanging words, let alone numbers that day, in the most healthiest way, regardless to he say, she say, try to make you feel at the end of that someone wasn't worth your time and day. That energy is different because someone's trying to project pain. They would never understand at the end of the day how someone could truly maintain your smile. They didn't have to dibble and dabble with spoke, let alone marriage it, to get your time and day. The energy is different. They didn't. Y'all may not pray the same, but when the right person walks into your life, that peace is different. Someone sees you, hears you, respects you. You gain the love of a best friend, a business partner. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same. But being on the same page when it comes to motivation, when it comes to hope, having within, understanding faith, hold on 1 second, someone truly being faithful to you when it comes to your future. God truly wasn't showing you, hold on 1 second, misleading signs, because God was truly showing you that the devil was telling so many lies. Because the devil made you feel like the love wasn't real. The devil made you feel like you were supposed to get out of character, but you allowed yourself to heal. And you very so much thankful that you took the proper steps to show up for yourself, to rise the hold on 1 second. You was far from bent out of shape to hurt yourself with words because someone didn't understand you. Only was the hold on 1 second. God was truly showing you why God was truly dancing with you. God was truly showing you why certain doors in your life was open for all the right reasons. You was worthy of healthy love because you loved yourself, to understand your own reflection, to better yourself, and to love your life brought balance into your life. And they wasn't trying to project insecurities on you because they wasn't trying to have the cake and eat it too. They wasn't trying to have the cake and eat it too, because they only saw you to pour into you. My content is not for everyone, and that's okay. True love is not complicated, because when the right person walks into your life, they see you, they hear you, they respect you with no malicious intentions. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Not ever change on me. Where do I start? The fact that you put yourself first is going to have certain folks in a jam at the end of the day when it comes to their malicious intentions, because they all thought at the end of the day that you would never dance again. Actually walk when it comes to your worth, when it comes to the hope that God endowed you, when it comes to balance, acknowledging your worth. You know, because certain folks won't want you to prosper in life. They look at you like competition because they ain't get themselves right. You was far from losing yourself. You ain't have to dibble and dab with magic or spoke in a toxic way because someone was throwing it at you and it was truly one-sided when it came to the gang stalking. How certain folks don't understand you at the end because you tied your shoe differently when they try to humiliate you. You understood growth hits different because you was far from a hater. You knew how to respect your neighbor. Good day, bad day, misunderstanding day. Yeah, hold on one second. You that child of God that still hold on one second, still holding it down, regardless of trying to see you frown. You know they don't want you to maintain your crown. You know God's vision at the end of the day, but God spent the block for all the right reasons. When God revealed the devil alone, the enemy, and God was sweet protecting you, your heavenly mother, father, God, that energy is different when it comes to, hold on one second, your prayers going within. You ain't have to worship the devil alone, sell your soul. When it comes to unconditional love, who would have never knew at the end of the day? Who would have never known that she would have chose you? You know, they talk about you so bad when it come to your past. Your reflection you wasn't running from, they would never understand how you stand. You know, they wanted to humiliate you so bad, so cause so much confusion in your life, all because you understood that, hold on one second, I'm worthy of change and growth. I wasn't running from my reflection. Let on he say, she's the end of the day. Regardless of trying to pay me out to be the villain in their story, I wasn't trying to catch a case. And God was protecting you from being a prison at the end of the day. That energy is different when it comes to having confidence. Because hold on one second, you found balance when it comes to maturing. When they said that you wasn't worthy of life, they wanted to label you a number, but God gave you a name. They wanted you to be your own worst prisoner, hurting yourself with your own pain. They wanted you to be in a mindset of being a crash out. Depression, anxiety, PTSD wasn't the formula that God endured within you. They would never understand that, hold on one second, God was just restoring you. You know, loving yourself to better yourself. You bad and you're worthy. Having potential to actually heal. They would never understand. At the end of the day, hold on one second, I wasn't trying to lose myself because you was mentally ill. No, Anthony Trent told me that's what they was trying to project on you. How it has to take different folks in different tags brackets. Say that you need a straight body check at the end of the day, but God was truly showing you why the devil was a lie. They wanted you to have your back against the wall when they try to jump you. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, try to make you homeless. They try to paint you in the wrong direction at the end of the day. When it came to folks trying to hold on one second, antagonize you, they was waiting for you to get out of character, but you was holding it down because God stood up every single time. Hold on one second, I got my child. You know, my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and my content is not for everyone. It's not. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. It's not.
Love yourself, don't dim your light. Choose yourself, continue to blossom, neighbor. Continue to call your energy back. You're mad and you're worthy. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And just because moments.
You know, it's certain folks that's going to laugh at your trauma and your pain. But overcoming, they will never understand your time and your day. You know, because you didn't have to worship the devil. Let alone lose yourself because someone wanted you to crumble. Or because, hold on one second, they wanted to humble you. But God was really showing you why God was really reintroducing you to you. Your reflection, you are handsome, you are beautiful. Never get discouraged, and I say it respectfully. Continue to call your energy back. Continue to call your energy back when you're two-stepping at the end. They going within and understand that you are beautiful, you are handsome, like a fresh haircut on a rainy day or a fresh haircut during out the week at the end of the day. You know how that fade feel. You know how that tape up that lineup or whatever the case may be when it comes to that hairdo. Hold on one second. You ain't get nails done, your feet done. Hold on one second. You feel so renewed. So continue to call your energy back. And I don't mean no disrespect when it comes to certain tools. Everybody's walk of life ain't the same when it comes to healing trauma and pain, regardless of come to poverty and pain. You know, my content is not for everyone. It's not. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. You know, loving yourself is not a crime. And it's not a crime to be authentic. Just because someone doesn't understand your authenticity when you was never in competition with a hate at the end, they didn't understand your vision. They see potential, but they try to dim your light, but never get discouraged at the end because you had hope, but then to understand why you chose yourself, to understand that, hold on one second, your reflection is different when it comes to your faith. They ain't going to cheer you on, but be your biggest cheerleader, and I say that respectfully. Never allow someone to discourage you when you're trying to choose you at the end of the day. Healing childhood trauma, going into your adulthood, it's never overnight process, but you are worthy of choosing yourself to overcome the pain. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and we don't pray the same. Always be yourself and no intentions. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok and YouTube. I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. And I say that respectfully. Always be yourself with no malicious intentions. Loving yourself is not a crime. Check you up, check you up, check you out. Check you up, check you out, check you out. You played yourself. They would never understand. Hold on 1 second. You poured into the wrong cup, but you willing to better yourself. They would never understand what it took for you to hold on 1 second, understand and pursuing happiness within. You know, hold on 1 second. I'm praying. I had good intentions. I knew how to respect my neighbor. They understand God's vision, allowing me to choose myself. They would never understand. I ain't have to step dance with you when you had to dibble and dab with spoke magic or let on sin an evil lie. It'd be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes want you to have the vocabulary of losing yourself, being a crasher, but it wasn't part of your tools. The end of the day, they would never understand God's direction when it comes to loving yourself. Far from the fool when they said that you mentally unstable at the end of the day because they try to discourage you. They try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, so you won't prosper in life. All because you understood to better yourself, to treat yourself right, didn't matter your coach at the end of the day. How chicks and dudes pick and choose who could talk about God, let alone spirituality, narcotics or violence at the end of the day, let alone healing. It be the train of thought for me, but never lose yourself when it comes to your vision. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. You know, they said I'm not listening to the gay girl, but it be the train of thought for me at the end of the day. How chicks and dudes will compare someone's sexual orientation, disrespect them right to left, all because someone didn't understand someone's, hold on 1 second, comprehension when it came to self-control, self-love. At the end of the day, I don't know who made your mindset at the end of the day feel like, hold on 1 second, I was your problem when I wasn't trying to catch your case. How chicks and dudes would disrespect you. They pick and choose who they want to bully, all because you understood that, hold on 1 second, I am worthy, being authentic. I love the way I move at the end of the day. I'm choosing me. I know who I am when I look in the mirror. I am beautiful. I am worthy. I am a female. Hold on 1 second. Did it matter your sexual orientation? It be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes at the end of the day, hold on 1 second, if it ain't their family member, whatever the case may be, they gotta dish you, disrespect you because of your sexual orientation. When you wasn't dancing with the devil, they would never understand that, hold on 1 second, I wasn't misleading myself with a pointless conversation. I'm Naya Geniola, respect, and my content is not for everyone. And I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. You know, my content is not for everyone. You know, gang stalking is real to your household. And you don't have to know somebody for them to gang stalk you at the end of the day. How this type of stuff actually happens. How individuals would gang stalk you, try to rob you mentally, spiritually, financially, send you to evil eye, all project forward towards you. Or they would try to ruin your life at the end of the day because you want to prosper and you believe in faith they can't relate to. How this type of stuff actually happens. They monitor your mail, your packages. They reroute your mail, your packages, your phone calls. You think you're talking to customer service, and the whole entire time of the day, you're talking to someone that's actually gang stalking to ruin your reputation or to try to steal from you at the end of the day, either your identity or to try to get information at the end of the day, what you got going on in your life. Or they trying to see what your next move is to the doctor's appointment, or you're going to the store, or you're going here or there, whatever the case may be. How this type of stuff actually happens. Never allow someone's projection to dim your light or make you make you feel like you have to live in fear for showing up for yourself. And I say that respectfully. You know, no mother or father or guardian should lose their child due to someone's lack of self-control, insecurity, jealousy, or envy, or because someone wants to control the narrative of someone's life, or someone doesn't want someone to prosper in life. No mother or father should have their child stripped away from them, good day, bad day, or misunderstanding day, to make a mother and father life miserable, or to paint a mother and father to be unfit when a mother and father wasn't doing it for likes and views or cloud chasing or fame. When a mother and father knows how to show up good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. A mother and father as a provider, a protector, and someone who knows how to respect their child regardless they came from poverty and pain. You know, my content is not for everyone. We all don't pray the same.
Now, it's a train over me. We all don't. But I'm far from a hater. It's trained over me.
And I don't push God on nobody at the end of the day. Because my content is not for everyone. It's not. Never give up on yourself because someone overlooked you. You know, when God sends the right people into your life, the grass is actually green on the side. Because individuals know how to respect you. Good day, bad day, and misunderstanding day. They don't look at you like competition. They don't got to send you to evil eye. They don't spoil work. They don't got to energy harvest off your energy. They don't got to look at you at the end of the day and kick you down like your past did, or make you feel like that you're not worthy. That energy is different. Someone actually prays for you. Someone actually knows how to respect you.
Because when they're not for you. They know how to keep it pushing, you stupid ass. I gotta go.
Always be yourself. Now, respectfully, they act in their body weight, not their shoe size, regardless came from poverty and pain. You know, when the devil tried to discourage you, made you feel like, hold on 1 second, ain't nobody gonna be by your side today. But when the right people walk into your life, you know, when the devil and the enemy was praying for people not to walk into you, to actually respect you, acknowledge your worth at the end of the day, who would have knew that he say, she say would actually make sense today? It was never no negative energy when it come to folks, when it come to your future, actually pouring into y'all both on the same page. The energy is different when folks actually know how to respect you. They wasn't trying to play mind manipulation games. The energy is different. Always be yourself. And I say that respectfully. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. Loving yourself is not a crime. It's not. It's okay to be different. And I am my biggest cheerleader. I never wanted to fit in with someone that didn't see my vision. The disrespect was loud, but God was showing me, hold on 1 second. I was worthy, understanding, hold on 1 second, growth is different. Everybody's maturity ain't the same regardless you came from poverty and pain. You may be short in a bill or two or whatever the case may be. You may not have no food in your fridge, but hold on 1 second. You still know how to put respect on your neighbor's name. We all don't have the same mindset when it come to having a heart regardless of what you've been through, trials and tribulations. Hold on 1 second. I still know how to respect my neighbor. I know how to cheer you on and put respect on your name. I know how to say congratulate them without the hate. It be the train of thought for me. Everybody's not the same, but when the right folks walk into your life, respect is different. Hold on 1 second. I may not make sense to the average person, but hold on 1 second. I was just being authentic. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I know how to give respect when it's due. I know how to say congratulations when it's due. And I know how to give flowers when it's due. I was never in competition with any of my neighbors at the end of the day, regardless of your tax bracket, your zip code, your county, or your country, or your culture. And I say that respectfully. It's not a crime to create art and be different.
No, and the Drake, always be yourself. I gotta go.
I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect, and I'm 41 minutes into this video, and it's currently 10:56 p.m. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. I'm Naya, Genuine Love Respect. Always be yourself and always attendance. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone, and I always have since day one. This was a 5-card pull I did. You know, a mother and father. A child so lost. What happened to real at the end of the day when it came to that hug? Everybody's so fake when you lose a mother and father at the end of the day. I don't mean no disrespect because I don't want this projection to be projected on nobody at the end of the day. But it's certain people that's walking around without one. They walking around with a smile on their face, but they hurting within. A mother's trying to reach out to you. A father's trying to reach out to you to let you know at the end of the day that you still are worthy. Always pour into yourself when certain folks overlook you. It be the train of thought for me. Ain't nothing like a mother's hug and a father's hug. You know, that point of view at the end of the day, I ain't trying to be your friend. I'm just trying to show you at the end of the day that you protected in the right hands. I don't mean no disrespect. Nobody should lose a child due to someone's lack of self-control when it come to hold on 1 second what happened to your discipline. Then man, if you had a mother and father in the household. It'd be the train of thought for me. How chicks and dudes would try to test you, try to get you out of character because they see you walking alone. Hold 1 second. What happened? What you mean what happened? I'm minding my business when it comes to my boundaries. How folks want you to get out of character because hold on 1 second, it was their mindset so unhealthy. But hold on 1 second, God was really showing you what God didn't like ugly. When the devil try to test you, discourage you, make you feel like hold on 1 second, you wasn't supposed to walk in your shoes when it comes to being comfortable. Understanding God's tools when it comes to boundaries is different. I'm trying to change my life for all the right reasons. I may not have the proper mentors around me, let alone protection, but God's really showing me at the end of the day why I'm worthy. As long as I got my heavenly mother, Father God by my side. The devil's going to swear at the end of the day that I'm by myself, but the devil told so many lies. When the devil tried to antagonize me, the enemy tried to make me feel I was supposed to walk a different direction when it comes to being a crash out. But God was really showing me, hold on 1 second, don't lose me. Always be yourself, and I say that respectfully. I may not make sense to the average person. I go live every night at 10:15 p.m. No mother or father should lose a child due to someone's lack of self-control. And no mother or father should lose their child due to someone's lack of self-control. Always be yourself. I'm Naya, Genuine Respect, and my content is not for everybody. Your voice does matter. Never allow someone to make you feel like you're not worthy of choosing yourself. Never allow a man or a woman to threaten your life that you are not worthy of showing up for you because they said that nobody will believe you. They threaten your life, say they gonna have folks go up against you. Project fear, let them rob you with their lack of self-control, all because you got potential. Never give up on yourself. When I say that respectfully, we all don't pray the same, but I'm far from a hater. I know how to respect my neighbor.
I gotta go. Oh, it be yourself.
I go live every night on YouTube at 10:15 p.m. I'm on Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok. 10:15 p.m. every night on YouTube. When it comes to my creativity, I work alone. I always have since day one. I'm far from a hater, regardless of your culture, your religion, your sexual orientation, your disability, or your age. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, regardless who's praying to my downfall. Thank you for your time.
Misunderstood and loved by you, far from a hater. Stop the violence in the community. Misunderstood and judged by you, far from a hater. Stop the violence in the community.
Peace and respect your neighbors. Stop the violence. I gotta go.
I'm Naya, genuine love, respect, and I would never hurt myself, and I say that respectfully. When it comes to my creativity, there's no third party. It's only me. I say that respectfully. Always be yourself. I work alone when it comes to my creativity, and I always have since day one. Loving yourself is not a crime. I'm far from a hater.
I gotta go. Be yourself. Be yourself.
Today is currently January 11, 2026, and it's currently 11 p.m., and it's currently 45 minutes into this video. I'm Naya, genuine love, respect. You matter, you worthy. To the genuine ones, protect yourself, protect your energy, protect from your family, stay out of trouble, you matter, and you're worthy. Loving yourself is not a crime, and being authentic is not a crime. And especially when you're not trying to hurt yourself or others around you.
And you fall from a copycat and a hater. It's the trigger me. I gotta go.
Now you're genuine love, respect.
I gotta go.